There is one thing on Amazon that can either make it or break it for you. If you get it right, you really have a chance to do well long term. If you don't get it right, no matter what else you do, you will still fail on Amazon. What is it? Let's talk about it. Welcome, my name is Irina Balurko. I'm a partner here at Red Rocks E-commerce, where we help small brands launch and grow from zero to their first million on Amazon Marketplace. In our work, we work with hundreds of brands and have helped sell millions and millions of dollars in sales. And there's one thing that have proven over and over that is absolutely critical to get right. If you get it right from the beginning, you compound your success. You can still get it right down the road after expensive lessons. So I want you to listen to make sure that you get it sooner than later in order to be successful. And what is it? It is a right Amazon product offer. A brand can be successful on Amazon with an average product, but it will not be successful with an average product offer. So here I'm making a distinction between product and product offer. Let's talk through this. So product itself needs to do what it promises to do, right? But often I see, especially founders that are traditional product developers, the small business owners, overestimate the importance of their product as a cornerstone of the overall success on Amazon. Of course, product needs to be good quality, excellent quality ideally, but you can actually still, there's plenty of examples of brands on Amazon that are successful with an average product. So here's why we need to think about it from a product offer perspective. What is the winning product offer on Amazon? There's three elements to it. So the first one is it needs to fit Amazon platform. What do I mean by that? The crux of Amazon e-commerce is direct to consumer, B2B business, right? You probably shopped at Amazon yourself, and it's also a very transactional platform. It is not the platform where you necessarily build a relationship with customers, where you get the followers and the big fans, perhaps, but it's all done through transactions. So while shoppers do have high intent to purchase on Amazon, they're also are very kind of can switch easily, can be easily convinced, right, to try another brand. So you have to think like an Amazon customer, meaning that what our Amazon customers are used to see on Amazon when they shop. So for example, I'll give you one example where we worked with a traditional B2B brand in landscaping business, and they wanted to pretty much put an offer that is really more for their wholesale customer on Amazon. It was bulky, it was huge, it was super expensive, and our recommendation was that if you want to be on Amazon and get sales, you have to really have a smaller offer that is fit for what Amazon experienced in Amazon. You can't sell, figuratively speaking, a pallet of landscaping rocks that cost $1,000. You have to sell like a bag of pebbles that they can make for Japanese garden, okay? So most businesses, most likely you already have, if you're already the existing DTC business, you already have all the foundation of the right product offer. But if you're traditionally B2B moving D2C, this is extremely to get it right. So right fit for Amazon, which is B2C platform. Number two, right product offer can deliver reliably and consistently. Whether you use Amazon fulfillment or self-fulfillment, that's not what I mean. It just means that the product, when it's shipped to where it gets to the customers, it is received as it should, and it also should deliver on kind of the premises of a product that it offers, right? Whether it's features, benefits, right? Largely speaking, right? So for example, if it's expirable product, if it's meltable, if it's oversized, if it's fragile, so all of that needs to be considered. And the less conventional, so to say, the product is, the harder it is to construct a right product offer. It's not impossible. We have done plenty of, we worked with plenty of brands. We've helped enough brands in perishable category to make it work, in fragile category. It just needs to be very carefully considered here. But if you have kind of a non-perishable, if it's, there isn't really constraints around reliability of fulfillment, then this kind of a really more of a check mark for you, right? The third element is it needs to fit Amazon cost model. This is extremely, extremely important as well. So if a product itself checks on the first two elements, the third one is really about the numbers. So here we're asking two main questions. Does the product cost model on Amazon work for your long-term profitability? Will Amazon be self-sustainable with this product offer, which is really your goal as a business? And the second question, does single unit P&L on Amazon work for you overall P&L? When you break down numbers on the transactional level for your single unit, in the end, what you get, does that flow well for your numbers? Can you make it work? Here, let's talk through that more specifically. No, not a secret. If you're not even you're new on Amazon, that there is cost to being on Amazon. So Amazon has a referral fee, which is really call it like commission, right? 10-15% depending on the category for the most part. And then there is also FBA fees if you use FBA, which is additional fee, which is really call it a fulfillment fee, right? Amazon takes a burden of delivering fulfillment on itself, and in return, you pay additional fee. So that, depending on the price of the product, they can be anywhere from 22 to, I would say, as high as 40%, really depending on elements of your product. That means for smaller item, if you are on the Seller Central, right? If you're on a 3P side, so that means that for that, your product cannot be at price point of, let's say, $9.99. All right, or $4.99. So this is not kind of a checkout on the Walmart grab one single unit type of platform. If that is your entry product, then you have to be very sober about the numbers about it, right? So overall, perhaps you're losing money, breaking even on entry SKU, but you need to make sure that overall, when you look through, do the breakdown on each SKU and profitability, they make sense for you on Amazon and the overall P&L picture, which is why it's really hard to make items less than, I would say, ideally more than $20. I'd say $15. It's really, really where it becomes hard to make it. It's possible to make it break even, extremely hard to make it profitable across multiple categories. So that's the third element that is extremely important in constructing the right product offer. Now, if you say, okay, so I have this, here's the three factors, and I'm not really sure if I have the right product offer. So how do you fix things around it? First of all, consider really bulking up if you have smaller unit items. I mean, we see that a lot of consumables, bulking up, really creating higher average order. Not too high, right? In the example that I mentioned earlier with the pallet of rocks, right? Something that is digestible for typical Amazon customer. Then also, if you do have item that, there's some challenges around delivering the product, so look at what is doable for FBA and look at your fulfillment, which one makes sense for you, right? So it's really possible to again, like for example, there's some, let's say, meltable item that we worked quite a bit with, let's say chocolate category, right? So half the year it's FBA, half a year it's not. So there's ways to work around it, and it just needs to be really considered the type of a product. So those kind of are the main three elements of the right product offer. Again, I want to stress that you can, I trust that you have excellent product and it is superior to competition. It is better and your customers rave about it. So me saying what I'm going to say, repeat again, is not about really bringing down your product to the average level, but I want you to be a little bit more objective about it, where you're not building everything. You need to have good product, but it's not really just the sole only thing that will sell, right? So again, it's possible to be successful on Amazon with a mediocre product, but it is impossible to be successful on Amazon without a right product offer. Okay, so that's why those are two separate things. So I want you to be as objective as you can be about it, and kind of distinguish product and product offer. If you have any issues with Amazon, if you need help growing in Amazon, check us out at redrocksecommerce.com, and we'll talk soon.